right 6 o'clock in the evening, and everyone's just like, "You suck!" Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Twisted Teach, and we're back for some more Fate of Nephallia. On's the last episode of Dungans and Durgans. The adventuring party was whisked away to a demiplane, where they proceeded to uncover and defeat several demons. I am streaming. You just have to refresh. There you go. As I was saying, whisked away to a demiplane, where they ended up uncovering and defeating several demons. 2 demons, actually. Just 2 demons. Several demons. 2 demons is several now.
It's couple.
A couple demons. Afterwards, they were deposited back in front of the tower they were last at. The smell of brimstone and sulfur and an echoing laugh leaves them behind. Standing where they disappeared are their friends, Elizabeth, Dreza, Cinderelle, and their dwarven blacksmith, Nodor. They are standing here looking absolutely befuddled and concerned. The last thing they saw is the adventuring party walk out, set up a mini camp, and then poof! Just like that.
Actually, we drank tea first.
Yeah, we also drank tea, but all they saw was them set up camp, and then poof! In red blinding light and a kind of like scorched area, they disappeared. Only to reappear when they got down to the base of the tower. And as though they were gone with no time whatsoever, they have popped back into existence. They now stand at the foot of the tower. Their strengths have been increased from their little demiplane trip. And the sound of thudding continues to reverberate from the tower. And that is where we start off today. So, as I said, the smell of brimstone and sulfur, the sound of laughter, and the reverberating thud throughout the tower is all that remains.
Of Mama Toad.
What?
You thought of Mama Toad, right?
What?
The thud from the tower is the mother of the tadpoles that we slaughtered.
Oh, okay. I was confused because you're like Mama Toad, and you didn't fight any toads.
No.
Yes, but the
we
tadpoles.
fought toad to bees.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, what would you guys like to do? Here.
Yeah. We're at the bottom.
There. That should fix. Nope, you were kind of standing there. I mean, you were deposited only like a foot or 2 off the ground from a demonic hell portal. Cinderelle walks up. Do you guys know if that was the defenses of the tower? Oh. Well, you're going to have to explain it sometime. Have you completely explored the tower?
No.
Well. No, I shall stay out just in case more of whatever just occurred occurs. And I might be able to assist you.
Why didn't you assist us the first time?
I didn't know it was gonna happen. I don't know. I will begin to cast a spell and see if there's any more residual magic that causes this to happen. It could be a defense mechanism of the wizard who put it on this tower, or could be something else more sinister.
Why don't we show him the crystal thingy?
He's going to, immediately upon seeing the tip of the stone leaving the bag, he's going to grab your arm and shove it back into your bag. No, not here. You can't pull out objects like that just in the middle of nowhere. Fool. I could feel the magic from it, and that alone was enough to strike fear into me. A primal urge to destroy it. Well, we will investigate more when we have the safety of not a random tower in the middle of the high plains. Yes, you have become so stealthy that every sound blocks out the sound of you moving. So, I will stay out here with Elizabeth and fucking Dress Tongue. Wow, fucking Reza and Elizabeth. There we go. Just having an absolute... I used her last name instead of her first name. Yes, I will stay out with the girls, and no door here. Make sure nothing happens to them.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, you enter, and the bodies of the strange tadpoles still litter the floor. Their blood fresh and black. Well, their blood is black, so fresh.
Did we already do that?
You already did that.
Here.
You got the mucus from them.
The slime.
Yep.
Smelly.
So, what else would you guys like to do?
You never told me what I got from the death dog, but
Nothing.
nothing.
Yes, there was no breaking that up.
Okay.
But you guys did get 3 vials of imp blood.
Of what?
3 vials of imp blood.
Well, it's like no longer active, so it can't hurt people anymore, but I don't know. He's so stealthy. He yelled back, "Hey, come here, guys!"
Okay.
He almost died. Yeah.
Nope. The sound still reverberates from above you.
Where's my... Oh, wait, no snakes right there. Okay. How far up does the sound like it's coming from?
All you can tell is it's coming from above you. I'm waiting on you guys to move. You can take as long as you want if you want to roll for stealth, but I wouldn't recommend it.
You know, we know it's not a dream. You watched my snake get turned into pudding in front of your eyes.
Okay. You begin approaching the second floor. The sound of the reverberating thud does not cease its rhythm. It's a steady boom, 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 boom as it echoes throughout, or reverberates throughout the tower. Yes, as you are heading up, it is getting closer. Wow. Yep.
The tip of his tail lighting on fire. You're Charizard now. No, you're not as cool as Charizard. You're Charmander. You haven't evolved yet. Mm-mm.
Guys, stay focused. Keep going. Yeah.
So you're just casually strolling after him.
That's fine. Here, I'll move you guys up to the second floor. Okay, there you go. You get up to the second floor. There's mucus covering the floor from the strange creatures that you had killed. There is a entryway to your left here. And then there is a door here, 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 and here. And then this opens up into an area, and you can see a bookcase right here.
Are there only 2 levels in this tower?
Nope.
Yeah, that would be.
The sound of the thudding comes from above you.
Still?
Uh-huh. None of them have been opened recently.
I'm gonna open this door.
Okay.
Apparently both of them.
Yeah, here. It doesn't matter. They're both the same room.
Okay.
Can't believe I forgot the intersection to the wall. So, as you approach, you can see a stairway leading up. There is an open hole in the floor right here with a kind of a railing around it that looks down onto the first floor, and bookshelves with lots of books line the walls, and 2 tables are there. No chairs, however.
What kind of books are they?
Yeah, you guys can start investigating the books. You can see that several of them are the fundamentals of magic, the beginning theories to spellcrafting, and the list goes on, and it looks like this was at one point a tower to instruct apprentices.
Are there any books about herbalism?
You could start rolling for investigation and looking. Okay.
All of them? Because that's like all of them. Well, if it was a tower for apprentices.
Yeah, as you guys look around, there's more and more books to different fundamentals of magic. There's all of the herbalism books you're gonna find don't actually have any herbs of the area, but it gives you potion craft, beginner's craft of potion, beginner's craft of poisons, beginner's craft of solves, solutions, and everything else. It looks like a lot of this information is information that you could get from a major city's grand library. If you were to walk into, the Dwarven City's royal library, it had a very similar library to this. There's exotic inks, there's ways of crafting. What are you looking for? There is nothing of value other than just a few copper pieces or silver pieces from each individual book. And you don't have the space nor the means of transporting all of these books.
That's the hole.
That's the hole. Down to the first floor.
Where do you work? the hole.
Your passive perception is able to see most things. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary, but you could look even harder if you wanted to. With an investigation check, you can begin to pull out all of the books if you so desire.
Yeah.
Okay. Ish. You are stealthily standing at the bottom of the stairs heading up to the next floor. Okay. So,
Like what? Gotta be a DM thing.
stop moving yourself. Damn it. You put yourselves on the stairs so that I could set you up here. Okay, so you begin to head up. Immediately, the stairway opens up to a hallway that seems to circle around the outside of the tower.
Does it still sound up above us?
Yes, the thudding continues from above you.
Mm-hmm. Especially
But
stone floor.
you can now feel the rumble, and it kind of like jitters your bones, and it feels like it's coming directly from above you.
Oh, is my snake full HP?
Yes, your snake is full HP. Hi, buttons. I'm gonna assume your guys' group stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, your perception doesn't pick anything up. And remember, you do have a high passive perception, so you don't have to roll for perception constantly. So, upon coming here, this opens up into a small little foyer area. There is a door right here, and there is a large crystal door right here. Double cheeked up on a Thursday, like, yeah. This is thick mama doors. This is a double door that opens inwards. Yes, the thudding comes from above you. Yeah, there's a door right here. Of course, the black blocks it out, but
I think this one. Yeah.
Upon opening the door, you see a strange, like, place to sit. It looks like something that is used to thread wool and other linen materials, but it has strange. Yeah, it looks like a loom, but it has strange runes on the edges of the wheel. Everybody could see them. Whether you understand them is a whole different story. Yeah. Yeah. You could, yeah. No, he'll roll. If you're gonna assist him, fuck it, I'll take it. You already rolled. So, upon looking at the loom-like object, you can see that the runes are used for creating material. It allows you to sit, and with the right incantations and the right usage of words, you are able to create special material and start making silk, wool out of nothing. What it appears to be out of nothing, of course, but as you know, alchemy doesn't exist. Everything costs something.
Come on, costs an arm and a leg.
Well, you start pulling your mom out of the loom. Yeah, you don't know how to activate it. It doesn't have any activation phrases,
Is
but
your mom the demon side or your dad?
it's just the loom in this room.
Well, moving on. I asked if your mom was the demon half or your dad. So you'd be summoning a literal angel back.
So,
You see,
a
Ish doesn't really
Pass-
care about the loom.
a passageway is revealed here with a door directly in your view, and you can now see partly into this room. The crystal kind of distorts everything, but you can see a room with strange runes written on the walls. The same kind of runes that was written on the loom. They're glowing blue, and they seem to kind of just like pulse very slowly. When you get in front of the door and can see directly into the room, you can see the bones of a humanoid creature sitting in the middle of the room in kind of a tormented, like, position.
Mm-hmm. But it's so shiny.
So,
I don't like
there is,
everything.
so, looking down this hallway, there is a door here and a door here. They've closed. They're closed. You hear nothing from the left and you hear nothing from the right. If you attempt to open up the door on the right, okay, so you're opening the one on the left. Yeah, the door on the left opens with no issue and you can enter. You see a large mirror on this back wall here. It looks like it doesn't have any reflection in it whatsoever. In front of you is a large research table with a bunch of different concoctions on it, a couple of books open, and you can see a bunch of loose paperwork. And you can see the paperwork is aligned in such a way that it shows a strange, like, arcane rune in the making.
Okay, everybody stop moving.
Okay, so you guys enter the room. No, you don't get multiple investigation rolls, god damn it. No, stop rolling multiple. I'm only taking the first. You don't manage to get a feel for anything within the room.
Did you already ask if your passive perception saw anything?
I already told him what his passive perception saw.
What's behind the mirror?
There's nothing behind the mirror. It's flush to the wall.
Oh, well. You said that was the mirror.
Yeah, this is the mirror. It's like its back is flush to the wall. There's no like anywhere to put anything behind the mirror. Yeah, you can roll an Arcana on the mirror.
You have a higher, I think. So.
Yeah, assist. So someone get a double roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Upon looking at the mirror in closer inspection, you can see the mirror begin to shift. And immediately, lunging at the mirror from the other side is this creature. Give me one moment. This creature presses itself up against the mirror, and it doesn't make any sound, but you can see it opening its maw, and it seems to be roaring and angry. from the other side of this mirror.
Eggs?
No, it's not coming through the mirror. It's on the other side of the mirror.
Over easy? Eggs.
Yes.
Scrambled?
Sunny
Over
side.
easy.
Like over easy.
Fine, over easy.
You like over anything.
I like sunny side up as well.
Okay.
Okay, so as I was saying, it's basically inaudible from on the through the mirror. Yep. You don't hear a roar from upstairs. It's the same consistent thudding. Nope.
Like,
You know with your arcana that touching it would be a terrible idea.
DM hint there. Don't touch it, guys. I'm gonna push you in.
So,
How well do you think I would have fare against that? Can you what? No. You're gonna toss him in.
there's a couple of miscellaneous objects that have no value or worth. Yeah, you can. As you pick it up and check it at the mirror, it kind of bounces off the mirror with a loud crack, but nothing happens as it drops to the ground. No, it just sounds like something hitting something very hard.
I wonder if it has to be organic. A pulse, yeah.
Yeah, there's no reflection.
Just that creature. So you look at it and you're like, have I gotten ugly?
Everything is in a language you don't understand.
What language?
Do any of you speak Elvish? Okay, so if given the time, if you take the time, you could possibly find out. Okay, make an investigation roll.
We could leave it and then come back.
You won't be able to assist him because you don't understand the language. He will have to do this on his own.
This paper looks like it might hold important languages.
Your investigation takes you a little while. You scramble through and you get the vaguest idea of experiments on monstrosities and a mention of a strange, like, jewel-like object that allows you to control monstrosities. But that's about it. That's all you get from the notes.
It seems like if they had it, if it worked, I'm assuming that the tower wouldn't be infested with monstrous creatures, but... Yeah, you can control one monstrosity yourself.
Okay, so as you walk over and attempt to enter the door on the right, immediately. Okay, that doesn't change the fact of what's going to happen. So, you hear from around you a disembodied voice. That is the master's room, and you cannot enter. And the door does not budge.
You can't go here yet.
No, everybody heard that.
You can't go here yet.
And the thudding has stopped. No response.
It's the master's room. It's probably because it heard the voice as well.
Yes. It says the exact same thing. No response comes. So, a large door with no handles basically sits here, and there's a table with no chairs, and a stairway leading further up.
Where are all their chairs?
Sure.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. You sit up and begin sitting on the table. Nothing happens.
Right here. Well, not the. Yeah.
Who likes the
Can I try to open this door?
Who likes a crispy or bacon?
I do.
I'll get you guys forks. and-
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's how I like my bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no handles.
You like that? They're a little too charcoaly. That's what I have to do.
Upon investigating, it doesn't seem like there's any way to get through the door.
You're welcome.
There was a corpse on the ground, skeleton in there, like a visage of agony.
See, some of the bacon got super crispy. You sure you want that?
Nope. There's handles to the door, and you can see into it.
Okay.
Yeah, the door opens with no issues. You do not see anything within the room.
Wait, we opened the door already?
Mm-hmm. You enter the room and nothing happens. The runes that are basically inscribed all over the room still pulse very slowly.
Oh, I do. Good luck convincing me to use it, though. No, I'll use it, I guess. Yeah. Well, I mean, usually runes describe what they do. Well,
So, what are you guys doing? Okay.
let him
Arcana check would not tell you what kind of magic. Arcana would allow you to try to decipher the meaning of the runes and to know that they are magical in the first place. Yes, you can roll on Arcana. So, looking into the runes, it basically each rune says the exact same thing, and it's summon. There's a bunch of runes around the edge of the room, and they pulse slowly, and all they say is summon. Okay, so what are you guys doing? Okay. Yeah. You close the doors and they settle back with no issues.
That's why they took the chairs.
I mean, do you have this lock spell? There's no actual locks on the door. Then no, there would be no way to lock these doors. It is not bolted down, no.
I'll roll up my sleeves and crack my knuckles, and then furiously try to push the table and get nowhere.
So, you see stairs leading up, and at the top of the stairs, a door. You do not. The sound of the thudding has stopped. Yeah. As you sleight of hands the door open, it opens without a sound, and you are looking into a hallway that circles around the edge of the tower again. Nope. Nope. Nothing that you can see. Okay. So, let's go ahead and move you guys up there.
Better rip that one apart so you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you too. Okay. This is far. This is like.
I'm just placing you guys up there. So, no sound of thudding, and the hallway loops around the edge of the tower. Okay. Upon getting to this part, you guys see an open door looking into what appears to be a pure white room. A different type of stone than the rest of the building, almost pure marble, is from inside. No, the door has not been recently opened. The stone kind of molds into itself, so you can't even tell if there is a ceiling to this room. So, upon peeking inside the room, you see a strange, hulking green creature looking away in the room. Give me one moment, and I'll show you what it looks like. So, you see a strange hulking figure hunched over, and he seems to be screwing with something with his back turned to you.
You know, it probably, knowing Forrest's urge to plagiarize, it's probably Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yes, very easily. Okay, give me one moment. I'm gonna put my plate inside the sink, and I will be right back.
Especially weird because his chest isn't hairy at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I wonder how intelligent it is.
Look at that. I fed all my little babies. Those babies and these babies. Oh, yeah, you guys probably picked that up, huh?
Yeah.
His mic picks up everything.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. So, what are you guys doing? You guys are currently just standing there. Yeah, sure. Nope. Nope. The creature seems otherwise preoccupied at the moment. Yeah. The hallway continues to loop around, eventually coming to a set of stairs that ascend into a flat ceiling, and they cease to ascend any higher.
Like, there's no opening?
There's no opening. No.
The
Yes.
top of the tower. Quote.
Nope. And the blue runes that are out on the floor of the map are not actually there in the room. Huh? You'll find out. Okay. Okay. Upon stepping foot into the room, all of a sudden you see a image appear behind Klue. That of a humanoid, the other humanoid that's in the picture. And the individual goes, "Klue, can you deal with our guests and escort them out of the tower?" Klue looks up in surprise and goes, "Master? Huh? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break room. Klue, sorry. Klue didn't mean to break room." And he goes, Klue, I need you to focus. Escort our guests out of the tower." He looks back and goes, "Oh. Klue will escort as Master says." And he finally ascend. Yeah, you hear it. Like, there's a image of a regal mage standing behind him, and he's basically sitting there and talking to this hulking monstrosity he's calling Klue. And he looks up and goes,
Not to him.
"Okay, guests, you must leave Master Tower now. Come. Ask where we go. Master says you must leave Tower, and Klue does not want to be punished again." Klue don't care. He basically drops a giant chunk of white stone onto the floor, and he begins to leave the room. It's actually just pure white, and you can see that there is a chunk of the floor missing. Come. Klue was trying to fix floor. Master punish Klue if Klue messes up. Klue got angry. Master always punish Klue if Klue mess up. Klue did nothing. Master just punish Klue sometimes. Because he is Master. Because he's Master. Klue no understand, but Klue escorts you out. Come. And he's going to push past you guys. He's going to basically softly push you guys aside. Like, physically pushing you aside so that he can make a berth for him as he walks through. Klue knows many about Monster and Mir. Klue no know how to get out, though. Yes. No. Master put it in Mir. Master does not like that creature. More than likely. Master know everything.
Does Master know my middle name?
Master know everything. Klue show you. Come. And he's going to walk through the door down to the next floor. And let's go ahead and boop. Boop. Yeah. I will move you guys between floors. Y'all killing me. Okay, so. You fucking bastard. What did I tell you? Klue stops in front of Crystal Door and goes, Master in here.
He's a skeleton?
Klue no mean to. Master angry. Master angry that Klue did not mean to. Klue did not mean to! And he begins to just, like, yell it as he begins to punch the crystal door. Every time that he begins to punch the crystal door, cracks begin to appear, and then they seem to fix themselves and then disappear as Klue begins to slam angrily on the door. Klue no mean to! Klue no mean to! Klue no mean to! Yeah.
Falls asleep right there.
So, you can see that the last one that he screams with all of his force, he punches the door. You can hear a loud crack as the crack seems to extend from the top of the door all the way down to the bottom of the door. And part of the door falls inwards. And then he stops and looks over, his eyes glowing red at you, Garnet, and goes, "You made Klue break door! Klue smash you! Klue smash you!"
Hulk smash.
Yeah, go ahead and cast sleep. You were like, fuck. Yeah, 31 HP doesn't even reach half. As he begins to roar, Klue smash you!
Hulk smash.
And yes, this is a play on Hulk. It did absolutely nothing.
It's not a person.
It's not that. He's immune. So, everyone roll initiative. Klue's initiative is 3.
So no matter what, I'm a higher initiative than him because my base is 3. You're on there.
Okay, so. And luckily, it's in initiative order. So, Garnet.
It is.
You make Klue smash door, so Klue smash you! Fuck! I'm not gonna let you metagame. I'll let you figure that out.
Wait, so he wasted a spell slot?
Yes, he did. Both of them wasted a spell slot.
Damn, that sucks.
You were like, fuck.
9th level, so
Fuck!
yep. And he'll smash.
And he'll smash. Okay. You summon the Blade of Shadow. Yeah, actually. You will have advantage.
I'm sorry, I'm killing you.
I'm doing it because I don't want to smash. Yeah, you hit.
Why do you say that, like, with the inflection that makes me think he just barely did?
I don't know. Don't look at me, fam.
Oh, God.
Yeah, You do 7 points of psychic damage, and he begins to let out a horrifying, like, scream. You hurt Klue like Master hurt Klue! You are first to smash!
I know, right? And the mirror, I hope nothing comes out of it when he destroys it.
Yes, he is large.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Ish. It's your turn.
I guess I will cast a hunter's mark on him.
Okay. He has been marked for death.
Okay. Now I'll longbow him
You will longbow him.
because I don't want to get close.
Yes, with advantage.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You don't get a bonus because he's a large monster now.
Technically, large and small work different in 5e.
Yep. So, your arrow bounces off of him, it having no effect whatsoever, and he goes, "Me smash, little psychic man!" On Dariel.
Wait, so does that mean Master hurts him psychically? So don't use vicious mockery because it's psychic, isn't it? Yeah. But you're the healer, like. Hey, rude. I'm the tankiest one. No, but I can temporarily increase my AC. Oh, wait.
You would know that better than I do.
My snake didn't go.
Give me 1 second. Move your snake forward and make a bite attack against him.
What?
Make a bite attack against him if you want to move him forward. Give me 1 second. The spell is an action. So yeah, it's an action to activate Second Shadow. First Shadow, thank you. Not Second Shadow. Right? Yeah, it doesn't manage to bite him.
Oh wait, does it get?
It does.
Would have gotten sneak attack, yeah.
Yeah, it would have.
If it hit.
No. It wouldn't have got sneak attack. Okay, yeah, you activate First Shadow. 3 mirror images appear around you. Sure. By all means. He's just roaring in the face of Garnet. Zap, it's your turn. You do have advantage on any attacks made. Yeah, go ahead and make a called shot. What you should know about a called shot is you take a disadvantage for any called shots. So any advantage you have becomes just a normal attack, which means you won't get your sneak attack bonus or other bonuses for sneaking against him if you do hit.
Unless you have double advantage. But you don't.
Okay. Yeah. With advantage, great axe. Yeah, you hit, and that does a total of 3 points of damage from the axe and 5 points of damage from the sneak. Okay. You can't enter that room.
Yeah, the door's over here.
No. No, he hasn't busted down. Okay, so Klue is going to take his turn, and he's going to grapple Garnet. Make a strength check, Garnet. A check. Just a strength check. Yep. Yeah, so with a 23 grapple, he grabs you in one giant fist and begins to squeeze you as he roars at you, and that's going to end his turn. Garnet, it's your turn.
Does he make a save to try to get out? Like, is he restrained?
He is not restrained. He is grappled.
Yeah, you can break out and you can cast spells, I think, still.
So you can make... So the way grappling works is in order to break free, you have to make a athletics or an acrobatics check versus their strength. Their strength athletics specifically. Okay. No. Yes, you can tell that very easily. He does not look humanoid whatsoever. Humanoid means a different thing in D&D than you think it does.
Try more psychic damage. Yeah. I went -2.
You have disadvantage for everything that you try to do. You don't, because you're being grappled. You're no longer like opposite sides from him from Zap. It's not that. You are in no way whatsoever able to lend aid in order to get flanking. Okay. Yep. Your blade does not manage to get anywhere close to him, as he kind of tightens his grip in such a way that you just kind of strangled yelp there. Ish. No, he still has to swing it.
So, technically, can I stand there? Because Garnet's not there anymore, is he?
Yes, you can stand there.
Okay, I'll stand there.
Okay. Here, I'll put you inside of Klue's square.
So, can I call a shot to the hand that's holding Garnet? Like, try to get him to let him go?
You can make a called shot against that hand, yeah. Whether it makes him let him go is still to be determined.
Okay, but that's my intent.
Okay.
And I still get advantage because I have double advantage.
You're actually right, yeah.
Yes.
No, okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
Yeah.
From Zap, with also pack tactics from Zap as well, or the snake. So yeah, I'll count that. I'll count that.
Can I do it with both, or do I have to
One.
do it with
One called shot at a time.
Okay.
You miss with the first one. It kind of just scrapes against his skin. It feels like you're slicing stone.
Yes. Because I know what that feels like.
I'm sure you've at least once, like, accidentally hit a wall with your sword. Yeah, and you're gonna crit with the second one. So the crit, you would have crit had you hit anyways. So do double damage with Hunter's Mark as well. So you managed to do a total of 7 points of damage with slashing. And you managed to do a total of 7 more damage with the Hunter's Mark. However, the slash that appears is very thin and doesn't seem to affect him whatsoever. He's still holding Garnet in one, like, huge, colossal grip. Yeah. So, Ondario, it's your turn.
Yeah, he did. His health already...
Yeah, his health has already gone up. Any wounds that you did kind of sealed mostly up, and it's going to take you quite a bit to bring down this creature.
Oh, my snake, you keep forgetting.
Yes, go ahead and make your bite attack with your snake. Yeah, it's going to hit, doing a total of, surprisingly, 2 points of piercing, 5 points of poison. So 7 points of damage
not
overall.
Immune to poison.
Right? You're like, yay! Okay. He's gonna make a wisdom saving throw and get a 0, taking 4 points of damage. He begins to roar and look at the next person who's dared harm him like Master
He does
has.
have 2 hands, guys. Remember.
That doesn't stop him from grappling you.
No.
Zap. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you hit, doing a total of 3 points of piercing damage.
Did you switch masks? Yeah.
And you do a total of 5 points of sneaking damage.
If you switch...
Yep.
For now.
To
you. Right?
He takes disadvantage on his next attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half
Okay,
damage,
so...
you keep having it as half damage for
So...
if it doesn't save. Yeah.
Klue will regain 10 hit points. He's going to throw Garnet straight into the wall over here. Upon hitting the wall, you will take 30 points of damage.
That's your whole health.
Here, give me one moment, because I wrote this a while ago. So let me go ahead and show you exactly what this says. No, I know it's really dumb, but this is what happens when you get tossed. It's Klue, by the way. Klue. It's Klue. Klue. And then he's going to roar and bring his fists up. Next is going to be Garnet. Give me a death saving throw. Actually, you don't. Ish. It's your turn. Yes. Yeah. That was just quality lining up right there. That was pretty good.
So since I can call a shot, should I just keep calling a shot? Like, what's a good spot to call? I can't reach his face.
I can't reach it. It's all the way up there, guys.
I guess I'll go for his ankles then.
Yeah, it'd be an ankle render.
Yeah. Little lizard. Bite his ankles off.
Yep. Yeah, you hit, doing a total of 5 points of slashing damage, and another 2 points of and you're doing cold shots. So go ahead and actually give me another damage roll for both of those.
Okay.
Yeah. For both the slashing and the
Oh, okay.
the D6 damage.
Ignore that. 6.
Yeah, so doing another 2 and 4, so another 6 points of damage. He looks down and goes, "Puny lizard, smash before take care of psychic man."
And then my offhand?
Yep. Yeah, you hit, doing another 5 points of damage.
Should I reroll that too? Called check.
Yes.
Plus 8.
And so another 4.
And then 2d6.
Yes. Okay. There he goes. So, next is going to be on Dariel. Yeah, he's going to fail again, taking another 2 points of damage. Next, are you done with your turn?
You could. You have,
Okay.
You have healing, can't you?
Okay, next is Zap. Yep. Yeah, you hit, doing a total of 4, 8, so 12 points of damage. With another 2 points of poison
Oh,
damage.
you forgot my snake again.
Okay, go ahead and roll your snake. Yeah, hit, doing 2 points of damage. Okay.
Plus 1 poison.
Yeah, so 2, because he
Oh,
takes
okay.
half damage from the piercing. Okay. The wounds begin to heal up on him, and he's going to look down and be like, "Lizard first!" And he's going to slam down with a slam attack. First one with
I would like to
disadvantage.
use my reaction
Yeah.
if it hits.
Yeah, it misses.
Okay.
And then he's going to make a slam attack with a second one who is going to hit, however.
Can I use my reaction for that one?
You can't. No, because you used your reaction on the first one, just to stop him from smashing you. So, you're going to take 17 points of bludgeoning damage. That he already did the disadvantage on the first attack. He slammed down with the second one, doing 17 points of bludgeoning.
Oh, wow. Exactly bloody.
Exactly bloodied. I like to see that. Garnet, ish.
Okay, I guess. I guess I will continue to call shots.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit, doing a total of 3 points of damage.
Here, and then that would be oh, we know number.
So 8
8
for the next one. So another 4.
And then plus 2.
Yeah. Okay, and the offhand manages to finally down Klue. So, Klue falls down onto his knees, bleeding green blood all over the place, and goes, "Klue no mean to fail, master." And he drops down, and immediately upon becoming unconscious, you can see his body start to shrink back down to a humanoid. And sitting in front of you is a naked man, half-elf individual, laying face down on the ground. You can see that he looks identical to the master in the image. And he's now laying unconscious.
So it is Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, basically.
I mean, yeah, it's the Hulk.
Who is based off of
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah. So, the man's naked, laying on the ground in front of you. And you can see all of his wounds are already closed back up.
So he's alive, though.
Oh yeah, he's breathing with no issues. Yeah.
You're like, Garnet, wake up, slap you in the face.
Yeah, you can cram a healing potion down his throat. So, heal 2d4 plus 4.
No, it's necessary. You have to roll.
Ha, bitch! Chaos!
Because he's giving it to you.
I'll let you do the rolling because you're
Oh.
getting the healing.
Okay.
Yep. 2d4 plus 4. Yep. Yep.
You don't say.
Yeah. Okay. You begin to tie him up.
Hey, wait. I guess. But it wasn't really. Yeah, if he changes again, then he's just gonna grow big and break it.
Yeah. He tossed him 30 feet with no issue. So, what would you guys like to do?
Yeah, Syndrome I know. All magic people know each other. Yeah.
So, what are you guys going to do? Bring him down to the first floor? Okay. So here, let me move you guys all the way down to the first floor. No, there are no clothes in there. Unless you guys have spare clothes on you.
Weren't we given fancy garb from the dwarfs, so we have our not fancy garb? Or whichever one we're not wearing. Remember for the funeral? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you guys hodgepodge together some clothes for the naked man and dress him accordingly.
Wait, was the big green guy naked?
Yeah.
Could have been targeting his dick.
Wow. Yeah, huge. He's
the size of me.
Like a troll. Yeah. He just fucking like punted you with his dick straight across the tower.
So like he dropped him and then.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
him.
baseball bat and just swung it and beat him against the wall. Jesus Christ, you guys.
Feel sorry for anybody watching right now.
Right? Luckily, it's just you guys. Fucking ridiculous. Yeah. So, you guys bring him down to the first floor, and upon bringing him outside of the tower, Sindrell is going to look up with concern as he's refixed your camp and has the girls and the dwarf sitting there, and he's going to look up and be like, I see you've found somebody. Why is he tied up?
He tried to kill us.
Understandable. And he was wearing those?
No. Naked man attacked us in the tower.
Well, now I'm interested. You have to explain. What happened?
No, he was a monster. He turned into this.
Interesting. Well, let's... No, it doesn't ring any bells. I sadly do not have any knowledge of this individual. Let's wake him up and find out who he is, then.
Shake him up. Oh, you're finally awake.
Ah, you're finally awake, horse thief. He's like, what?
Welcome to Skyrim.
Welcome to Skyrim. So, you guys get him situated, sat in a kind of sitting position, I assume, and you guys wake him up. He comes to very groggily, and he's like, oh, my head. He's like, What the hell? Why am I tied up? What happened? He looks around, eyes half closed. He's like, it's so bright. I don't normally have the lights set this high in the tower. He's like, well then turn out the lights, please.
Can't really turn out the sun.
Why are we outside?
For some fresh air.
Oh, I see. And who are you people?
Well, I'm Captain Ish.
Of course. That happened again. Damn it. No, not right now. Well, if you would like to untie me, I might help explain. Probably within the comfort of my tower, please.
Yeah, it's not really comfortable for us. Multiple times.
That is because Wait, back up. There were leeches?
Tadpoles. They hopped and slept.
Tadpoles. Damn it. Damn it, Klue. I left specific instructions to take care of those. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, then I will have to reward you for doing what Klue could not.
We also took care of Klue.
Well.
I don't know.
I'm not Klue, and Klue is not me. Again, within the comfort so I can grab something for this killer migraine. Every transformation leads to this splitting headache. And the sun, that hurts. A lot. He's gonna massage his arms and he's like, everything's sore. Again. I never get used to these transformations. And he begins to stand up and he collapses on the ground. Damn it. You. Could you help me, please? Pointing to just anybody. Yeah, you help him up and he kind of just like gives out a huff of like extreme effort that it took to stand. He's like, okay, back into the tower and I assume you can invite your friends in. We will go to the first floor and there's a table that we can sit at. Come, follow me. And he's gonna kind of like hobble inside of the tower. And he's gonna walk over here into this room. They're like, aye, we'll make ourselves comfortable. And the girls begin to squeal and run inside. First one to the top's a sore loser!
And immediately slip on the corpse of one of the tadpoles.
Okay!
You shouldn't have told them. They're gonna go straight for the mirroring.
So, the strange wizard looks up and he's like, first I should do introductions. I am Ikrub. And this is my tower. Names, please. And he waves his hands and food and drinks begin to appear on the table. He also waves his hands, forgot, normal people can't summon their own chairs. And he summons chairs for you guys at the table.
That's why there's no chairs.
As I said, magic.
In his attic, remember? We couldn't get to it. You need to summon stuff from it.
Ekrub. E-C-U-R-B. Ekrub, sorry, it's Ikrub. It's Bruce spelled backwards. If you wanted any hint as to the rest of his name.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm surprised you're just now getting that.
What would his last name be?
Huh?
What would his last name be? I don't know.
Renub. Or Renab, really. Well, I have to thank you properly, adventurers. Let me start at the beginning. My experiments done at this tower were on the control and usage of aberrations. Creatures twisted and malformed by energies of the twisting abyss and the blind eternities, the sea of astral nothingness. My goal was to be able to create a super soldier of sorts. A creature that could be controlled and thrown away onto the battlefields, nigh unkillable, and the ability to shrug off even magical attacks. Most of my apprentices were gone for the time being. I only had one apprentice left to help me with the proper rituals. And he looks extremely, withdrawn upon hearing that. And he just kind of, lets out a sob. And he goes, yes. I apologize. That is a sore topic.
For Klue as well.
We were trying to create, not summon. The runes in there were different variations on the language of the Slod. In Arcanic, they look like the word summon, but to those that created demonic forces, you can see slight changes in verbiage. It basically was summoning, it basically said create from nothing. I tried to use a Slod summoning crystal to enhance the magic. Being able to create from nothing is impossible, but being able to create from forces that exist already is quite possible. Well, the ritual had gone awry, and Klue is the result of this. And upon completing the ritual and the transformation occurring to me, I ended up killing my only son. And my most loyal apprentice. And he just begins to cry. It takes him quite some time to finally gather himself once more, and he goes, every time I attempt to go up there and deal with his body, I black out, and Klue is what replaces me.
You're not disposed. Give it proper rest.
He would deserve that. I would much appreciate it. I have tried many times to get Klue to do what I cannot, but it seems that he blames himself. And I would guess it is both of our faults. I was so headstrong. Ask away. Ah, yes. He waves his hand and a visage of him appears. I created this spell to instruct Klue what I wanted him to do when I was not in control of our body. It has been getting worse and worse. Each transformation leads me further and further away from being able to become me again. The first transformation didn't last very long. It's managed to transform rage, accidentally kill my apprentice, and then I reverted back to my normal form. I only awoke to find my apprentice dead, and it took me a little while to find out. I ran out of the room in fear of what I had done, and the next day when I returned, it happened again. I blacked out and became Klue. He went on a rampage, destroyed part of the tower, and left quite a mess. After the fourth or fifth time, I had given him a name and figured out what was happening. I managed to write some enchantments and some spells to be able to inform me of what was happening when I was unconscious, and then I figured out the best way to deal with Klue. I would appear to him as the master of the tower, and I would inform him that I was angry, that Klue did not do what I told him to do, and yada yada yada. It has been troublesome dealing with that creature. It does not see reason, and it does not use logic.
It's not very smart.
No. Yes, the one thing that creature is an unstoppable killing machine. I've summoned many creatures to try to kill it, but the remains are all that. The tadpoles were a result, a byproduct. And actually, the creature in the mirror, I know what mirror you're talking about now, that is the slod I took the control crystal from and trapped it within a magical item.
What are slots?
Slods are aberrations. They are creatures of chaos. That's all I can really tell you. And upon destroying its crystal, its control crystal, it has become inconsolable and unstoppable. It took me quite a bit to get it back in, and I ended up having to use Klue to toss it back into the item. And, well, I attempted again. I was doing my normal business throughout the tower before this last transformation, and I stopped at the room and thought this might be the time that I could give my son the proper burial he deserves. And every time I go into that room, I just can't. And I can't leave either. During one of the rampages, Klue ended up breaking the top room in the tower. I don't have the magical force and the required components to fix it, and he has been trying to fix it ever since. He thinks the piece came out, so the piece must go back in. And so he just smashes it until he eventually realizes that it is not worth it, and then continues to smash it. Yes, he's a very simple-minded creature. You give him a task and he completes it, whether it's right or wrong. Yeah, he's tried to leave the tower, but something always brings him back. Probably the guilt. Probably, I don't know, instinct. I see. Well, Klue knows how to get into the master's bedroom. He just knows not to mess with it. That's something I instilled in him very early, that he is not allowed to go in that room. But that doesn't stop him from getting curious, I assume. So, what brings you out here in the middle of the plains, adventurers? Not many individuals find themselves this far out.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't even know anymore.
How do you guys forget? You guys have no notes whatsoever, no memory of anything that's happened?
Nope.
Okay, you're the only one that apparently has kept notes.
I had something. Hmm.
I see. So you're heading south, southwest at this time, heading to the forest.
Ah, yes, that's right. Of course. What forest?
The High Elf Forest, of course. You're heading to the Mountains of Everlasting Rain, or the Forest Blessed by Sunlight, or any other of the terms that the elves like to use for their fancy groves.
They're trees and stuff.
Half elf.
More human than elf.
Well, feel free to stay at the tower as long as you like, and I will think of something I could reward you with for assisting me.
Do you have money?
Gold, yes, but not very much of it left after the last attempted summoning or creation. As you know, magic takes a lot of resources in order to do.
I don't.
Well, it does.
I just be friends with animals and stuff happens.
Interesting. Well, feel free to move about the tower. If you require anything, let me know. And if you're... The loom. Yes, well, if you wish, you can come with me and I will show you how to use it. I must make myself new clothes.
You don't like ours?
Your clothes are not bad, but they don't fit, and they're not mine. Burial would be nice. And out behind the tower would be preferable. By the well. It was his favorite place to be when he wasn't practicing magic.
Would you be able to attend, or is that something Klue would take over?
I don't think I would be able to. It is too much. Now, thank you, adventurers. If you wish to see how the loom works, follow. If not, then free reign of the tower is yours. They're already here. They're kind of just both Cinderella and Nodor are kind of just meandering in the front foyer area that is now clear of tadpole bodies. Yep. And you can hear the giggling squeals of the girls from upstairs. Mainly Elizabeth. Can you what? No.
Squeal, damn it.
Squee! There is no name to the tower. It is simply my tower.
So the name is open.
You're gonna have to repeat that question. What?
No, no map, sadly, but I can point you in the right direction. It's kind of a straight shot across the plains if you're heading
Southwest?
there. Yeah, south by west.
Southwest.
There's no way you could miss it. There are no large groves of trees between here and the forests. And you have about 2 more weeks of travel. Yes, the plains are quite large. Where are you coming from? Ah, I see. So you're cutting directly across the plains. Smart.
Why is that smart?
Because if you decided to go the long way and head down, following the mountains, and then over, it would take you 3-4 times as long.
Why would we do that? That's just stupid.
My point exactly.
It's not that we're smart for doing the opposite, it's that we're not stupid.
Ah, yes, of course. The exact opposite of stupid is
No,
smart.
it's not the exact opposite. You could be completely average.
Ah, I see. So you're an idealist. She, yes, simple-minded creature. He's the lizard.
It's alive.
So, he's gonna begin heading up the stairs now that you guys are done talking with him. So, is anyone following him, or what do you guys plan on
I'll
doing?
follow him.
Okay. Yeah, he's currently heading up to the loom to make himself some clothes. Yeah, I can put you up
Yeah,
there.
can you put me up there too?
Yeah, as he leaves, he waves his hands, and the food disappears from the table, and the supplies you need are now there.
Oh no, my food.
It's quite, yeah, it's quite nourishing. Okay. So we'll put you up there, and we will put you back here. Perfect. So, as you guys enter the room with the loom, he sits down and he's like, "Well, stand on the edges while I do this. Please do not interfere, because I will be working magic, and any wrong incantation could end disastrously." And his hands begin to glow as he begins to weave them around the loom, and he begins to cast the spell. You can see from behind the loom, the baskets that were once empty begin to fill with a shimmering blue liquid. And he reaches one hand down into each of them, and he pulls it up, and he begins to work it through the loom as he begins to cast the spell. And he weaves it around a few times, and he begins to pull out a very extravagant silk. The whole process takes about 3 hours of him pulling the material through a couple of times, making sure that it comes out without any issues. Upon asking him that, he kind of harumphs in the middle of speaking. How he's able to do that is a complete mystery to both of you. But continues his work.
What?
So, yeah. Make an investigation check there, Zap, to see if you can find a book that allows you to potentially learn the ins and outs of Elfish. He's gonna ask if you have any 3rd level spell slots when he's finished. Yeah. then you will have to wait until tomorrow. But it's not strong enough.
I have a second and a first.
He doesn't ask you for if you have the spell slot. He asks if you have enough magical presence to be able to manipulate the aether in order to pull out the material needed. Gotcha. So, he will be able to make it for you tomorrow. It is not done yet. No.
Do you have any blankets here?
Ah, yes. If you head down to the second floor, there are 4 rooms that will be completely stocked for you, if you so please.
Okay. I'm gonna go down and instantly grab all of the blankets.
Okay. Yeah. With no issues, you begin to grab all of the blankets.
And I'm gonna take them to the library and pile them underneath one of the tables and then curl up.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, Zach, you managed to find yourself the basics to Elvish. Learning Elvish from Common is basically the title of the book. Yeah, you have a couple of months of reading that book and learning the language and practicing with somebody that knows the language. So, Garnet. Garnet, it takes you about that long, about the 3 hours it takes him to make clothes in order to dig a hole appropriate for his son's body and remains. So, what else would you guys like to do? Okay. Yeah. It's still going to take you guys about that long. I mean, you guys end a little early, but you guys... Yeah, the day is starting to end, and the evening is starting to set in. So, as the day is beginning to end, your host is going to invite you guys back down into the main hall, and he's going to set up dinner for you guys, something different than it was last time, and he's going to give you guys the ins and outs of the tower. He's basically going to give you a tour of just different things, and the purposes that they had within the tower, and answer any other questions you guys have from him. He does not know. What you don't know is this tower is a magical item all its own.
So it moves?
It can. Howl's
yes.
moving tower. Perfect. So, any other questions he asks that you guys have?
See, what are you doing?
Okay. Well, to end the day, he is going to go ahead and basically, when the table's cleared, he's going to summon an extravagant coffin. And he is like, please, this is what I would like my son to be buried in. No. Music, do as you see fit. I will be listening, but not watching from inside the tower. I will pay my respects and hopefully not lose my mind when it is done. I wouldn't say no to company. may take you up on that offer.
Will Klue not try to kill us again?
Klue is a simple-minded creature, and I think he shouldn't be a problem. Oh man, the Avengers!
Yeah, the Avengers.
The Avengers!
Are we gonna get Whoa. She's
Fucking ridiculous. Okay, so your host is going to take his leave early on, and he's like, I would like to rest. I am still thoroughly exhausted from the transformation, and sleep is calling to me.
They're here.
Second floor. And I assume your friend here has already stolen all of the blankets. I will summon more for you.
What you don't know. I'm already curled up underneath the table, like.
So, the night goes pretty uneventfully. You guys sleep with no issues.
Can I try to sneak into everybody's room and steal their blanket?
You will be unable to.
Oh man.
Yeah. Garnet, yeah.
Dario is a different one.
Okay. So, an hour of practice every day makes you keep the doctor away. I don't know. So, you guys rest for the night, and the next day, food is waiting for you on the table again, and you can see a bunch of cleaning instruments basically moving by themselves, caring for the castle itself. Or, sorry, tower, not castle. It's a tower. Yeah, Hal's moving castle. So, what would you guys like to do?
Eat.
Okay.
Yep. Well, we've been doing way too many funerals.
So, you right?
Yeah. You could probably summon one. Might not be one of the good guy dragons though. Just summon a red dragon into the foyer.
My apologies. Okay, so what would you guys like to do? You finish your meals for the day, and Cinderell's sitting there with a coffee, and he looks up. Ah, adventurous. What are the plans?
Funeral.
It is a good idea. He looks down at the notebook in front of him and scrawls down a few notes. Well, as I said, I'm here, and the girls are more interested with the intricacies of this tower, so they are distracted. And, of course, Nodor has managed to set up Forge inside of the main chamber on this floor, the one with the throne. He's put to work with the aid of our host. Summoned a couple forges, and he is making good work on the sword. But, well, I've got nothing more to do than study and prep for the next event. I'm going to cast some spells, so if you need me, let me know, but if not, then Please do not disturb me for the rest of the day.
If you need me, don't need me. And fuck up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, upon going upstairs, you can hear the loom going to work. And upon entering the loom room, you can see he's already wearing an extravagant pair of robes and with a bunch of leather belts with different kind of implements on it. And he's got a chained book hanging from his side. He looks up, still speaking in the arcane language. He kind of nods and kind of moves one hand in such a way that it's kind of just like, yes, busy at the moment. He nods somberly. The loom stops and the arcane language ceases. No. Just a silent burial with some music would be nice. Not a man of many words, and neither was my son. I will have your reward here, since you have asked for some of this material to be made into what again? Done and done. And I think I have another award that I will be giving to you, but I will do that tomorrow when you make way out of the tower. And he's going to stand. I will be in my chambers. I will try to watch over this. No, the burial. 6 is where his room is. Okay, so he's going to head over, and without looking to the right as he passes by the crystal door, he moves left into his room, opens the door, and closes it quickly. Yep.
Is it?
Elizabeth will assist. She's tall enough to assist you.
She's taller than me,
yeah,
so.
she's taller than the midgets. Oh yeah, no, she's very easily taking like the back half while you guys grab the front. And you guys carry the coffin ceremoniously down the stairs.
You trip and fall, everything falls down.
You guys are ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. So you guys dance your way down the stairs with the coffin dance music in the background as you guys finally make it out to the back of the tower.
Roll performance.
Standing out there, often off to the side is your host, Ekrub, and he's looking sad, and tears are like streaming down his face as he's just absolutely heartbroken at what's happening. The ceremony goes fairly well. A nice somber music coming from Ondariel there. Mr. 25 performance check. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
you could see by the end of it, the tears have dried up, and he's standing there more or less stoically at this point as he kind of nods his head, and as the last of the dirt is shoveled onto the grave, he waves his hand and begins to cast a spell, and a tombstone rises, and written in Elvish is a memoir of his son. Thank you, adventurers. This means more to me than anything else. I cannot ever thank you enough for what you have done. This was nice. I wish his mother was here to see this.
Ask him that.
He's gonna answer regardless. She passed away when he was born. Troubles in labor, of course. Nothing that can be done. And he doesn't look as destroyed as he did with his son's death. He kind of has come to terms with the death of his wife. Yep. Yep. Well, adventurers, as I said, you are still free to stay here as long as you please. And tomorrow, if you are still planning on leaving, then I will be there to see you off and to give you what little I can to pay you in thanks for what you have done. So, he's going to take his leave and he's going to enter the tower. Okay. Yep. Yeah, he's willing to work with you as you come in. And he's going to be putting you to work doing basically what he considers child's work. You're going to be basically keeping the heat of the forge at a consistent temperature. You're going to be feeding it whatever material he's using to keep it heated. And you're basically going to stand there and look pretty while he does... Yeah, you're going to do the bitch work. Evra. Aye.
Yeah, more than that.
The fundamentals are always what you must do.
I mean, considering, like, you're a child in dwarf standards until you're, like, 80. Like...
That's a good point. You a baby. And even while you're keeping the heat of the forge at a consistent temperature, he always snaps your attention to what he's doing if he's doing something. He is always saying, "Watch closely at everything that I do."
How old is he?
He's a little over 90 years old at this point. Yeah, he's hit the point where his beard's starting to come in quite
probably
consistent.
not qualified to teach, but he's doing it anyway.
He's far more experienced than most human blacksmiths will ever
but
get.
dwarven standards, they'd be like, you're just a pup.
You just a wee lad. So, he's gonna basically show you the ropes while Zap is up there studying. What would the rest of you like to do?
I'm gonna go sneak into their rooms and steal their blankets.
Gotcha. Yeah, you sneak into their rooms and steal even more blankets.
Yep.
No musical books.
Like those musical cards that you open and start singing?
Yeah. Arcane.
Yeah.
Yeah, they study the fundamentals of arcane, and they draw the magic out through their art. They believe in the use of art being the personification of magic.
Okay, so then technically, are there bards out there that use painting for
Yep.
magic and not music?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
They can even be beatboxers if they really, really wanted to.
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing. Raps.
I'm all rap a sick line.
William Shakespeare, as he shakes his spear at you angrily.
No, every vicious mockery is just a diss track.
Yeah. Okay.
What about those people that trim hedges into fancy shapes? Can those be bards?
Yep.
All in 6 seconds. Yeah.
Exactly. Those are called speed bards.
Gosh, that's dumb. I hate it.
So. Exactly. So, you can see Elizabeth and Reza are sitting at the main table when entering, and they're playing Tellstones again. That game that they were obsessed with back in the Dwarven City. And you can see that, like, Elizabeth is sitting there, and she's just like, I will win. I will win. I will win.
You're never gonna win, Elizabeth.
Shut up. Shut up. I will win. She can't beat me every time. She's just sitting there shaking angrily. I will win. 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 No, they're downstairs in the kitchen or the dining room. So, what else would you guys like to do? I do not. No, not with the help of these people.
Why?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's really.
Right? No. No. I wouldn't want to do that anyways. So. Right? So. What would you guys like to do?
We have the rest of the day, yeah?
Yes.
Is there anywhere around the tower that I can go and forge?
Yeah, you can go and forge.
I will do that then.
Yep.
Do we have our horse? Or
Yes,
horse?
you guys have your horses.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go forge.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a double nature check. Okay. And give me the nature check. With advantage. So the first nature checks can be made with advantage. Okay.
What about the next one?
The next one's not going to be advantage. Gotcha. So you get 1 actually, how many is that? You get 1 healing berries. And I'll allow you to do 3 checks.
So advantage or normal?
Advantage for 3 checks, and then I'll let you do then roll for what you find if you do find something. So That one fails on finding anything. That one succeeds. And that one succeeds. So give me 2 more nature checks without advantage. Yeah. So you're gonna find. Roll me 2 1d4s separately. So 1d4 twice. So the first one you're gonna find 2 restorative herbs, and you're gonna find a total of 5 curative roots.
Five. So 2 restorative.
Yep.
5 curative roots.
Yep. And Zap, go ahead and give me some nature checks with advantage as well, and I'll see if you find anything useful.
I had 1 healing berries, yeah?
Yep. He knows nothing. He does not dine himself to gather the resources by hand. So, the second attempt actually nets you some actual ingredients, allowing you to cover 10 gold pieces worth of potion making. And that is what you were able to find for the day during your guys' foraging. No. You're just kind of looking through the books to something that you're able to understand and get a grasp on. That can be given over time. And the library seems to know what you guys are able to specialize in and seems to lead you towards what would be best for you. Cool. So, what else would you guys like to do? Your gathering is done. Your guys' practice within the forge is done, as well as learning your language for the day.
I'm gonna feed Simba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna feed Simba.
Okay, you feed Simba. So take away 2 more days worth of food for Simba, because you fed him yesterday as well. I assume you're feeding him every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still have 14 days left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can make you more bolts. I have a few things. I have some material on me that will allow me to do that. I can make you 20 bolts with what I have right now. I can make 10 for both of you. 1 arrows and then bolts. 10 for each of you.
What do you need to make more?
Raw materials.
Raw.
Iron. Or whatever other metal. And then we have plenty of wood. So that is not an issue.
Could you convert arrows into bolts?
I could, yes, but it would take some time. And the quality of them are not going to be as good. Ha ha ha. If you want them to do absolutely nothing.
What about stone?
No. They'll break too easily with the force. Not even useful.
What about bone?
Bone, I don't know how to work.
You're just useless, aren't you?
I'm a blacksmith.
Well, then can you work black?
I can work black, but you don't want me to.
Why are you a pirate all of a sudden?
Yarr! Fuck you.
So. Okay.
Have you been picking them up from corpses? And go back. Pick them up.
Yeah.
Be like, don't mind me, just
You used bolts in the world. No.
He's just like,
No. He does not know for the most part. Issues going through elven territory, most of the time their magics will confuse you and keep you away from their cities and
I know, he was
towns.
trying to camp by magical means.
So, you enter the forest, and whatever magic they use to keep humans and other races from their cities will move you through the forest in such a way that you will never find them. They will watch you always, just in case you get too close or you purposely start looking for them. But besides that, I have no other knowledge. He gives it to you with no issue.
Gives what?
The Elvish word for friend. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Interesting. There's plenty of individuals you could go to. Some are going to be less desirable than others. Powerful mages within the city of Brass in the elemental plane of fire would be one of them. Another one, you could change the mages of Zalafrin. They are on the southern coast of the human empires. They have powerful mages there and other large repertoires of knowledge to be able to shine some light. And then there's a few traveling individuals that have the know.
Would it by any chance be Tribor?
Tribor is one of them. I recognize the name.
Of course.
Traveling dwarf salesman has a little bit of knowledge in some of these things. I wouldn't guarantee, but he's a place you could start. What other places? If you find a vampire, they would know more.
But they also might kill us.
It's true. I don't know what to tell you then.
Tell us you have all the answers.
I see. So,
Yes. Well, sleep and then head out. Yeah.
Zalafrin, Zhalfrin, Zalafrin. Yeah, here. So, there is that information for you. What else would you guys like to do?
Sleep.
Okay. You guys end your day, and the next morning, you awaken with your party members ready to go. They're all standing at the bottom on the first floor. And your host comes down. Well, adventurers and company. Again, I must thank you for the deeds that you have done while here. You have not only saved me, but you have also put a long time heartache to rest finally. So, as a reward first, I was asked to make some clothing for one of you. A special shirt made from the material that I get from the loom. And he holds up a very nice, flamboyant shirt made of a special type of silky material that kind of reflects light in certain views. And it kind of shimmers between multiple colors. For you.
Who?
Yeah.
A shirt?
Yeah, it's a special loom shirt. That would be the best way to put that.
Magic loom shirt.
The material is called spellweave, and no, it doesn't have any special properties to it.
It's just pretty.
Yep. And lastly, and he pulls out a golden cased scroll. This is for your party as a whole. In this scroll, it contains the true fundamentals to conjuration. It will give you the fundamentals and the advanced knowledge of conjuration.
Does it look like our scroll?
Similar, but not the same.
So I'm gonna take it out and compare it.
Yeah, it looks strikingly similar, and they have the same feeling. Of course, the scroll you hold seems to weigh less spiritually than the new one that you've been handed. As though the new one is charged far more than the one that you had before. This is where I've got the knowledge and the idea to do what I did, and try to create an aberration of sorts. I believe that you would have better use of that than I would. I would be best to stay away from it. And then lastly, I would like to request that I come with you. I would like to leave this tower and travel. Leave the memories behind. Yes, if you would not mind. I am quite a skilled mage myself, and I have quite a bit of knowledge in certain topics.
Will you be able to make it back to your tower if you ever so choose?
Yes, without any issues. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's like Lehman's tiny hut, but with a tower.
Oh, page just crashed. Well, let's reload that. So. Yep.
I'm okay with him traveling as long as Klue's not gonna try to kill us. I mean,
You're gonna Black Widow him?
um,
Shit.
but Black Widow's an assassin, like, yeah. You don't shrink though. You need the enlarge reduce spell first.
He's like, I'll get there. Calm down. So, he's gonna look, pausing between each of you.
Yeah, as long as Klue doesn't kill us, that's my stipulation.
Well,
We do already have a really strong, crazy, psychotic, barbarian-ish person. So.
Elizabeth, on request, draws her blade, and she was looking around like, what'd you say?
I heard my name.
She's like, crazy. I'm not crazy. She puts away her blade. Yeah, I'm Elizabeth. And that's Reza.
Probably you then, because I think most of... I mean, I could get a conjure spell. I can conjure animals, but... Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
If we are on our way, then we should be gone. Come.
Are you packed?
I'm always packed. Come, out of the tower, and I will
Okay.
show you what I mean. So, he escorts you guys out of the tower, and he turns around, and he speaks something in a different language that none of you understand. Sindrel, at the pronunciation, kind of looks up and kind of nods his head in kind of like, huh, interesting. And you can see that the tower begins to shrink as it shrinks down to the size of a chess piece. And
Is it like the rook?
yep, it's a rook. And he picks it up and he goes, "I'm packed."
You don't happen to have a full set there, do you?
No. He puts it inside of his bag of holding at his hip, pats it, and goes, "I am ready to leave if you are."
So it is like Liam's tiny hut, but with a tower.
Yep.
Does that mean we have rest wherever we go as long as it can fit this tower?
This is limited on how often I can use it, and I have been using quite a bit of its power since it's been constructed like this. It'll take some time to recharge. If we needed it in an absolute emergency, we have it, but until then, I would let the magic of it
What
rest.
happens if you shrink it when somebody's in it?
You don't want to see. Yes. Yep.
Coal, right?
Yep. It's steel coal. The
Steel
material
coal,
is steel coal. The name of the clan that uses the steel coal is Coalright.
Okay, I always get the two mixed up.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's my sword. I'm just letting you borrow it.
So, as you guys begin to leave and start heading off across the plains.
Does he have a horse?
No, he doesn't have a horse.
Is he doubling up?
Yeah, he can ride on the cart, or he can use some magic to summon a horse if need be. Yeah, he is a master of conjuration. Yes. Yes, it's quite a powerful piece of work there. I don't know who created it, but they were very knowledgeable in the ways of conjuration magic. It's better if you use it and try to understand it than for me to explain it.
Wait, what do we need to do to use it?
Sit down, and if you have the ability to read magic and arcane, then you will be able to slowly begin to decipher the scroll.
Can everybody who can cast spells read arcane?
Not really.
Like, I know.
You
technically-
use divine magic, but both Ondariel and Garnet would be able to read it.
I thought mine was arcane.
No, it's divine.
Does it tell?
That's nature.
Nature's divine.
Yeah, nature is divine. Druid, ranger, cleric, paladin are all divine spellcasters, while warlock, wizard, sorcerer, and bard are arcane.
You're not worshipping a god.
So the reason it's not divine magic and it's arcane is that the being that's granting you the power is granting you the understanding of arcana and not giving you godlike powers. Now there's paths that you can take as a warlock that give you access to divine magic.
At that point, would you know both?
No. I think you're able to choose from the divine spell classes tables rather than the arcane. But it might actually be both. I don't actually know. I don't do Warlock alt that much, so. You guys, this is going to be kind of a fast forward through the plains. So, each day that you guys want to do something, let me know. I know
can
that
I,
some... Yes, you'll be
every
able to
day, can
gather
I-
every day.
can I gather every day, and can I also forage for food every day?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the dwarf will always be in the cart with his forge, probably.
Yeah, he doesn't actually have a horse. He's the only one here without a horse accessible to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
2 horses can pull. Yeah, and you could technically tie one so that it follows along with nobody on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if with 2 horses pulling it at one time, you only have to switch it like once.
A few times each day.
Well, my potions only, like, they have an expiration date, so I've been gathering the materials without actually making them into potions yet.
Yeah, her herbalism is different than what yours is.
Yeah, yours has an indefinite shelf life where mine expires in like an hour after
Yep.
making it, and then it's useless. Yeah. How many rolls?
Each day I'll have you do 4 rolls, 2 for each, food and gathering.
Okay. Because the less we have to use rations, the better. Yeah.
Yep.
And I gather twice as much food and water.
Yep.
So should I do it now?
Yes.
At advantage?
Yes, you'll have advantage for the first roll for gathering and foraging.
Okay, so nature for gathering. Would it be survival for foraging?
Yes. So, something that your host resident wizard is going to warn you is that prolonged use and reading of the scroll could result in madness. More than an hour each day.
So an hour during downtime?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, an hour for each of you.
What now?
That's 2 rolls for the first one, so give me another nature check without advantage. And then that is going to give you a restorative roots. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys do your checks as you guys go about through the plains.
What
It's gonna
about
take you guys another survival. Yes, you managed to forage food for you guys for the early morning hours. And then give me another nature and survival roll that day.
With advantage?
Yes. So, what I'm going to do is we're actually going to do stuff like that off stream so that we don't use too much of the stream's time doing miscellaneous stuff like this. Just I will let you know how many days, and when we finish, we'll do all of those rolls. So for now, unless you need to use it, which I think you have spares to use so that we could do this later, is we're going to continue getting you guys to where you're going. So,
Just tell me what this last one did.
that's fine. That is a
24.
restorative herbs. So, you got 2 restorative herbs from today.
Okay.
Zap is typing. Yep.
You might need to do the potions, yeah. Because I think Andario's
You will be able to once we finish up with what we're doing. I don't think you have the materials, and you can't really buy the materials while you're out on the plains, so you won't be able to spend the gold necessary to make the potions right now. So, a few days into your guys' travels, and you guys begin to hear a strange rumbling from beneath you. So let me go ahead and move you guys over to this. Let's go ahead and get you guys on this map.
Sorry, that was my stomach.
Simba.
Simba's hungry, sorry guys. I gotta feed him, otherwise he'll consume us all.
Demon lizard! Demon lizard! Let's see. Grab this. Boop. And... Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo-ba-doo. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I'll let you guys move yourselves around here in a second.
Are we just assuming that we're all on horses?
I know. This is the Plains battle map. What do you want?
Are we assuming that we're all on horses?
Yes.
Or are you actually gonna put... Switch them! So that they go the opposite direction. Yeah, of course. They're not actually hooked on to the cart, they're actually holding onto a rope with their mouth.
Yeah, exactly, and they're just dragging it along.
backwards.
And then the last one. So, you guys begin to hear a rumble from beneath you.
There's a rumbling in my tumbling that only hands can see.
That was only hands can satisfy. So what would you guys like to do as the rumbling begins to... It basically starts to shake the ground.
Does passive perception see anything?
It does not.
I'm gonna look to our magic people and ask them if they know what's going on.
They look around and they're like, no, don't know what is happening.
That magic people do everything.
Well, you would think so, but we don't. Okay. No.
Is it a localized rumbling?
Yes, it is a localized rumbling. So, as you guys begin to move forward, the ground opens up beneath you. And what you see climbing out of the ground is this creature.
Where is it? Oh, that thing. That's cool. That looks like a giant mole.
Immediately Nodor stands and goes, "Bullet! Kill it!"
Bullet.
Just kill it now, before it kills us all.
Okay. Roll initiative?
Yes, but it is going to get a surprise round as it comes out of the ground.
Wow. Yeah. I know, right? Hey. We're in opposite initiative order.
Oh, yeah, that is the opposite.
Yeah.
Damn. That's so bad. That sucks.
Yeah. That's what you get for having us all in initiative order last time.
Okay, so immediately, Elizabeth and Reza are going to start getting the horses under control. We'll take care of the horses. You take care of the creature.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. NPC away. So,
I'm just here for character development.
you guys get passed up for the first surprise round. The boulette's going to be coming out of the ground. A boulet. Yeah, boulet. It's actually pronounced boulet.
Wow, it's French.
Boulet. And as it jumps out of the ground, it looks like it's swimming through the ground. Yep. And it is going to jump, doing a jumping attack, deadly leap at Ondariel. And it is going to have advantage since it is catching you guys by surprise. It's going to hit you. You do see it, yes. It's literally falling on top of you. And you're gonna have the damage.
Wait, does your perception thing there's one that makes it so that you're immune to surprises. Is it that one?
It's not that. It's not that one. No.
It's not that one.
No.
Okay.
If the bullet jumps at least 15 feet as part of its movement, it can use this action to land on its feet in a space that contains one or more creatures. Blobbity blobbity. Make a strength saving throw, or a dexterity saving throw. Your choice.
Yeah.
Okay. You fail, being knocked prone. You take a total of 11 points of bludgeoning and slashing damage.
Wait, 11 each?
11 total.
Okay.
And it's split it's split kind of like 2/3 bludgeoning, 1/3 slashing.
No. Only 11.
Yeah, he hit you for 22 points of damage before you reduced it. Okay. Top of the initiative count is going to be Garnet.
That means it gets another turn before I can go. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you quicken Chromatic Orb. You're like, yeah.
You gotta go fast.
Fuck. Yeah, that's gonna miss.
What?
You can see that it smashes into the side of the creature, but the spell doesn't actually grab hold and kind of dissipates before it could actually get any purchase on the creature. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you hit. Doing 3 points of necrotic damage to it. I like it. Gotcha. It's going to be the Boulette's turn. It's going to make a bite attack with no advantage against Ondariel. It's going to hit. It's going to do 12 points of piercing damage. Is it? That's halved. Yeah. It's going to latch on, and it's then going to let go as it dives underground. You get a opportunity attack because it is leaving your square without taking a disengage. Yeah, you're going to miss. As you poke at it, it's not sharp or strong enough to pierce through its thick hide.
Bailey missed with a 17. Yeah.
Actually, yep, there we go. Ondariel, it is your turn. Fuck.
Oh, wait. If it came up within 10 feet of me, I could see it. It wasn't a surprise round.
Then you wouldn't have been surprised. What would you like to do after it came out? I'll let you do something.
Yeah. I would have shot at it.
Okay, well then shoot at it.
Sorry. I missed.
Yeah. It bounced off its hide, and it is now underground. So, Ondariel, continue.
No, you have to see it.
Yep. Okay, so when it comes up, Vicious Mockery. Ish.
I guess I will, move my snake there.
Okay.
And then I will prepare scimitar
Okay.
if it comes up near me.
Next is going to be Zap.
Can my snake prepare an action too?
Mhm.
Can it prepare?
Yep. No. No. There is no way of seeing it. And the shaking and the tremors that you felt before are no longer there. Gotcha. Next is going to go ahead and be Garnet. Okay. You consume the spell slot, readying a chromatic orb for it when it comes up. So, as it comes up out of the ground, it shoots up again, launching forward. Go ahead and do all of your opportunities, as it's going to land in the squares of the snake and Ish. Yeah, it's going to make a wisdom saving throw. It is going to... it's going to fail. So it's going to take 3 points of psychic damage. Yep. And then it is going to have disadvantage. Next is going to be the Great Axe. Or sorry, I'm going to go down the lane. So Snake misses. Great Axe is going to bite deep, doing a total of 14 points of slashing damage. And then the Scimitar is going to do another 8 points of slashing damage, biting deep through the scales. And then the Chromatic Orb is going to fizzle again on the scales of the creature. Next, both the snake and Ish need to make strength or dexterity saving throws. Your choice. Yeah, that's a save. It's going to miss its actually is that an attack? Yeah, okay, it's not an attack. It just lands. So you're going to take half damage. So both of you, or actually the snake's going to fail. So the snake is going to take 29 points of damage, 17 bludgeoning, 12 slashing. And you're going
dead, or...
It's not dead. It's just prone and unconscious. And then you're going to take a total of 9 bludgeoning and 6 slashing for a total of 13 points of damage. Or sorry, 15 points of damage.
15?
Yeah, so another 3. Sorry. And it is going to push both of you 5 feet. And the snake is prone. You are not, however, not prone, as you're just pushed away from it. Mm-hmm. And it kind of lets out a kind of roar. And Ondariel. Okay. It's going to make a wisdom saving throw. It's going to fail, taking 2 points of damage. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Ish.
Okay. I guess I will scimitar
Mm-hmm.
the bitch.
Ish does.
Oh no, advantage. Sorry. Ugh. I just said it. I thought I still had it.
Yeah, you do 4 points of slashing damage. And with the offhand, you do another 9 points. With a crit biting through some of its scales. Some of its scales go glittering off into the sunlight as it kind of snaps in your direction. out of instinct and hatred. Zap. Mm-hmm. Yes, you will have advantage right there. Yeah. It's going to bounce off the hard scales of the creature. Okay. What would you like that inspiration to do? An extra die? Go. Okay, go ahead. Roll. D20. I'll give you another roll for that attack. And redo the attack. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, this one hits, biting in for 9 points of damage. With Fury of the Small, it does an additional 4. And with another sneak point, you do 17 points of damage to it. It lets out a roar as it swings its tail, barely missing you. Garnet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 26 doesn't quite bite in, but you can feel the spell starting to bite in, and then it just dissipates.
Damn, it's probably like 27. Yeah.
No, it's a little higher than that.
28?
No, it's a little higher
29?
than that. I'm not going to tell you the exact HP.
It's
Go
29, guys!
So, it's going to be the creature's turn, who's going to make a bite attack against Ish.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to hit.
Yep.
And it's
Wait,
going to give...
can I use my reaction?
Sure. What does that bring your AC to?
18.
It's going to miss.
Yes! I don't want to die.
And then it is going to be on Dariel's turn, as it's kind of sitting there lashing around, swinging its tail and its head at the same time. Ah, I see. Interesting. It's going to make a wisdom save. It's going to successfully save against it. Yep.
It's like, I know my tail's the best feature.
Fool. Anything else? Okay. Okay. Ish.
Okay, I will scimitar. Can I call a shot?
Yeah, you can call a shot.
Can I reach anything specifically?
Not really. Most of all of its body is armored and heavily defensive.
What about the part where I put some of the scales off?
I mean, yeah, you can hit there. It's just not going to be anything vital.
What about its eyeballs?
It's got shielding over them. It'd be hard to get in there and poke at its eyes.
But it would still hurt.
Sure. You're not going to get a crit off on you if you do hit.
Yeah. Okay, well then there's no point.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you miss with the first one. And you hit with the second one, doing 5 points of slashing damage. Okay. Next is going to go ahead and be Zap. Yeah, you hit for 8 points of slashing damage. And another 6 points in sneak. Yeah, it is extremely wounded at this point. It's barely standing at this point. Garnet.
Or your Shadow Blade. I don't know. That's lasts a while though. You can one shot all of us. Almost all of us. All of us who can't half damage.
You're gonna cast what? Chromatic Orb, 2nd level? Yeah, that misses. Again, your spells don't seem to have any purchase on this land shark. The creature is going to make a bite attack against Ish. It's going to miss. And then it is going to dive down giving opportunity attacks to both Zap and Ish. Yeah, Ish misses. And you hit, doing just enough to knock it out.
Yes.
So, with that last axe, you bring it down on the creature as it's beginning to dive down and flee the battle. Your axe bites deep, and as it's digging through the ground, the blood loss finally catches it, and halfway buried into the ground, the creature stops moving. You have successfully killed a boule.
I'm gonna turn to the dwarf and ask him if it's good eating.
No, it is not good eating. But it likes to eat dwarves. Ugh, nasty creature.
It has no skin.
It's got tough skin. If you can get it off, could be used for quite a bit.
Is there anything that we can harvest off of it?
Yes, and I will pull that up when we end the session as well.
Oh dear. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go over to the snake
Okay.
and I'm gonna do link tarts. And then share HP with it.
Okay. How much HP are you wanting to share with it?
I will give it 5.
Okay. You transfer 5 of your hit points over to your snake.
Just enough so that it could probably.
It's not too far into the day when this occurred.
I'd like to take a short rest.
Okay. You guys aren't going to encounter anything else on this day.
Oh. But still, I mean, we could take a short rest.
That's fine. Your short rest, and then you guys can restore yourself to full HP because you'll have taken a long rest before then anything else happens. So, the next few days, again, with no issues. And on the eve of your 9th day traveling from the tower, you guys are approached from a distance. You hear a long horn call, and Sindrel stops and goes, "Ah, I recognize that horn call. It is one of the orc clans of the plains. Could be friendly, could be hostile. I leave that up to you, adventurers."
What level are we?
I mean, I think you're level 4?
Level 4?
Yeah.
Okay, well then the snake's level should be, not level, but HP should be higher. It should be 20.
Then
It's
yes.
5 times level.
Here, I will go ahead and increase the snake's
I was
level.
wondering why it was still dying so often. What?
Elizabeth and speaks up. I do.
Of course you do. Yeah, the ones that say that we're good peeps.
Elizabeth pulls hers out. I got mine.
Yeah.
So Sindrel goes, "Again, adventurers, time's running out. What is your decision?
Wait, what are they?
Could be friendly, could be hostile. What are we doing?"
Staying.
Okay. You guys wait about 10-15 minutes, and a group of orcs, one riding a wolf and 3 following behind, stop in front of you. Yeah, by all means.
I'll be in front as leader of the party. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll stand up here with you. Oh, okay.
You
Well
can
then.
stand next to Ish.
She'll stand in the front of the party. She's like, here? She puts up her thumbs.
Sure.
Okay. She sits there waiting as the orcs approach, and they hail first in common, and then upon recognizing Elizabeth, they abruptly change into orcish. She has a brief conversation with them, and she looks back and she says, they're a hunting party. They're looking to camp.
They can camp with us.
Ah. She looks back, speaks in orcish, gives them a thumbs up and says, cool. Perfect. You guys begin to set up camp, and you can see another group of orcs appear another hour later. And this group of orcs, there's about 6 of them, and they're carrying this huge beast through the plains.
Like elephant size?
Yeah, elephant-sized, easily. Nope. It is actually a triceratops, as they drop it on the ground. Yes, it is dead.
No, it's alive. They were carrying it as it was squirming.
Yeah, I was just like the entire time. So, the lead orc comes up to your guys' small part of the encampment, and he goes, who is the leader here? I know Elizabeth, but the rest of you are new.
Do we have a leader? I don't know. About
Speak,
leader.
you. What is your name?
Me?
No, pointing to Ondariel.
No.
Obviously the one who's already spoken up and went me. Greetings, Ondariel. I am Knight.
Knight?
Yes, that is the common translation.
Is there a name?
Warrior.
So,
Knighght.
if you were knighted, would you be Knight?
I would.
Knight.
I have trained amongst the humans, and I am the only one here who speaks common. We bring feast to our clan. You have given us sanctuary, and we must thank you appropriately. I shall know the rest of your names.
Captain Ish.
Gameth, Ondariel, Ish, and you,
Captain.
Little Greenskin.
Captain Ish.
Yes, Captain, whatever the title means. He looks towards Ondariel. Is this normal that not all of your clan kinsfolk give their names when asked?
Yes. For him.
I see. He looks very disturbed at that, and Elizabeth goes, Zap. Hey, Zap. She slams the book shut in front of you. Zap! Name. She's going to take the book and go, name. The kind individual. Thank you. His name is Zap. She hands the book back, and she's gonna glare at you. I'm watching you. My apologies, Great Hunter. It is okay, Little Hunter. Your friends are not accustomed to our ways on the plains. I will forgive this.
What is the importance of names?
Those that split bread, as your humans call it, must first introduce themselves so that you are on equal terms.
Humans?
He kind of gestures to the rest of your party, who is now primarily human. Or half human at this point.
We have two human magic.
Yeah. And 2 human girls.
2 human girls. And a dwarf.
And a dwarf, and then a human-looking demon creature, a human-looking fire creature, and then 2 smaller ones.
Yeah.
Because what are your angelic features? Exactly. Do you have horns? Exactly. That is, yeah. You look mostly demon. Angel doesn't really have a look.
So you look mostly demon, half human.
Yeah. With lighter skin tones, brighter eye, and lighter skin or hair color.
Just a pale human.
Yeah, you look
Human
like an
from the
Aasimar
north.
mixed with a tiefling at this point. And he goes, "Well, my offer still stands. I would like to share food with you. We have brought our own food. Of course, the feast creature is not on the table.
It couldn't fit.
That is for the clan. We will feast good." Ah, no. Since you are giving us refuge in your camp, we will provide the food out of respect.
Are you gonna go hunt it? Or
We have already hunted it.
where is it?
He summons his kinsfolk, and you can see them dragging a large creature. Its skin and scales have already been removed, but the creature that you'd killed several days ago, the bullet, it's a similar one, and there's another one sitting there. We've hunted this earlier today.
Oh, hey, we hunted one of those yesterday.
He looks down, nods approvingly. That is a good hunt. You are great hunters, then. So,
Yes, we are.
we shall break bread, and we shall chat into the night. Do you have any ale?
No, we have water.
No door. Not at all. None whatsoever.
No door? You probably have ale, don't you?
No. Not even
Let me
slightly.
smell your breath.
Sure. Dwarf breath always smells like ale. It does not prove anything.
Except dwarves always have ale.
Shut your mouth. No ale, great orc. The orc kind of just goes, yeah, it does not matter. And they will attempt to teach you Orcish, but you don't have the time to
Like
truly.
What about just a song or two?
They don't do singing.
They do chanting.
They don't even these orcs don't do the chanting.
Oh.
These orcs more tell stories. Their form of entertainment is not that of song, but that of tale. Certain members of the clan will sing the songs and chant. They will basically just pick one word and stick to it.
Fight, fight,
Fight,
fight,
fight, fight, fight. They're the goblins in the jungle.
Yeah.
So, the night goes pretty eventfully. A few of the orcs that are not allowed to feast and have to stand guard around the camp are basically going to look sullenly in, but they're going to go back to their duties as this is their night that they're instructed that they have to keep watch.
You're not allowed to feast?
Nope.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Even if I brought food to them and
Yep.
ate it in front of them?
You could eat that in front of them and they would just stare at you angrily.
I want to do it.
Fuck no. So,
I'm gonna eat in front of them and be like, this is so good.
tasty. So Elizabeth during the night's gonna get up and she's going to pick an orc to do a ceremonious dance around the fire as she's going to begin to partake in the festivities, and the party goes deep into the night before you guys manage to fall asleep. It's more of a ceremonious dance. It's kind of like a mix between belly dancing and kind of like tribal.
She's a child.
She also is, accustomed to orc tradition. To them, she is no longer a child. To them, she is a great hunter.
Oh, well, should we be worried for her safety?
No. Not even slightly.
Doesn't mean we can't be worried.
So, the next day, Elizabeth is already up, and she is having a nice conversation with the orc leader. Of course, in Orcish, as it's more comfortable for him to speak in his native language. Upon seeing you guys get up, she's like, "There is still remains from the feast. He says that he is willing to give the rest to us, as his clansfolk have already eaten."
You were the ones who didn't eat last night?
Ah, yes, they have eaten as well. Did you guys enjoy the festivities? Good.
Yeah, it's much better than just a night without Dario's company.
True. They both kind of just start chuckling at that. Well, they must take their leave. They are a couple of days off from the clan at the moment, and they must bring back the feast. Yes, there is always things to keep eyes for. Giant eagles, dinosaurs. There are other things on the plains as well. Yes, several of them. I would say a day and a half travel that way. And he points towards a offshoot direction from where you guys are heading. You would have to head out of your way, as Elizabeth is saying. You are heading towards the Pointy Ear Forest.
Yes, indeed.
I see. Well, I wish you luck. They are not the best to get along with.
So I've heard.
Well, friends of the plains, if you run into the Wolf Clan again, we will be friends. But until next time.
They only had one eye.
One eye.
So-
That is quite a common thing for clans of the High Plains to do. Those that worship Grummash. That not too many of the clans do. You were probably looking at the Redface clan.
Did any of them have red faces?
No, if they were trying to slave and grab people, they wouldn't have taken their war paint with them. They would have been disguised.
I guess. So much disguise.
He looks concerned at your reiterating disguised, and he's like, the word fits. Disguised. No need for platitudes.
Wait, which
I
one?
respect some banter here and there.
Oh. Yeah, I'm like 90% banting.
Of course. Well, hunters, it was nice seeing you again, Elizabeth. I will let the clan know that you send your regards, as long as Reza agrees. He looks towards Reza, kind of fear-stricken in his eyes as he looks at her.
Well, yeah, Reza keeps Elizabeth in check, and that alone should be enough to make us fear.
Reza goes, the clan can know. We are doing nothing of such importance that they cannot know. He goes, good, then the clan will be very glad to hear from you both. I must take my leave. Goodbye, travelers. Goodbye, adventurers.
So is Elizabeth like...
Look, Taruga!
Is she to like the orcs what we became to the dwarfs?
Yeah. She has been kinned to this specific clan of orcs. And she is also known and feared by you. So the stories that you heard last night, if you decided to pay attention to some of the stories, is Elizabeth is feared among other clans of orcs on the plains. She is a warrior of much regard, and that those that she is traveling with must also be warriors in their own regard. So the respect was given. Yes. So, the orcs take their leave early in the morning, as you guys are still truly getting your morning rituals done and getting ready for the day.
My morning rituals?
Yes, whatever you guys do. Eating, refilling whatever if there's a
Harvesting?
river nearby, harvesting, and then packing up camp and leaving. All of that takes maybe an hour or two.
It sounds like you're gonna like sacrifice goats.
Yeah, of course. That's exactly what you do. Every morning you had to sacrifice a goat in
The
order to
morning
have good
ritual.
travels for the day. So, right?
My last character was a warlock.
So, you guys continue throughout the plains, and it again remains pretty uneventful. You hear some war horns off in the distance. You hear some strange creatures' calls, and you can see occasionally in the distance some large creatures wandering the plains.
Like the dinosaurs?
Yep. But nothing that seems too threatening, and nothing that seems to be heading towards you guys. You guys, within a couple of days, you guys begin to see the forest off in the distance during your last day of traveling on the plains. It's off a good ways, and you're reaching half day. Cinderella goes, we're a little ways off of the forest. I leave this to you, adventurers. Do you wish to make forward towards the tree line or set up camp within sight of it?
Yeah, I don't want to be right on the edge.
Understandable. Then we shall set up camp here for the night, and we will get to the forest the next day. So, something you should know before we get there. I, as you have already guessed, probably, am well known throughout all of the lands. I know the elves that live in this forest, but
Like
it has been
personally?
quite some time since I have been there. Things may have changed, and I would recommend leaving most conversation to me. At least when it comes. The high elves are sticklers for nobility and
Stuck ups?
titles. Stuck up. Even more than a normal elf, however. Most elves are racist, bigots, whatever.
Does it
you
matter
would-
that we have a dwarf with us?
They get along with the dwarves on some level that's mutual hatred, but mutual dislike.
Animosity?
The goblin may be concerned. Zap, I apologize, but you're a creature that's usually devious and cutthroat, but the kobold has not really been seen within the forest, so they may know what a kobold is, but
Boy, that's gonna change.
burn it to the ground. The one that they'll take the most interest in is Gameth.
Why?
Gameth is of noble heritage. Yes.
Would they care if he's part vampire?
I wouldn't mention the half vampire part.
Or not half, part.
The next time that you get a mask is when your mask will be done. You will be working on your mask until then. So, do you have any questions for me before we make our way to the forests?
Should we disguise that?
I don't think it will be necessary. As long as he is not an orc, he should be fine. The one thing elves cannot stand are the orcs here on the plains, or orcs in general. They have
Would they have
long-tied blood feuds between them.
Would they have heard about Elizabeth?
Probably not. Elizabeth is not a well-known adventurer.
She's on the plains.
More a hunter of the orc clans, from what I can gather. He looks towards Elizabeth for confirmation, and she kind of just, yeah, that sounds about right. What else? Any other questions for me before we get there tomorrow? Well,
We shouldn't.
expect nothing more than what we expected here on the plains. Creatures from the wilds to attack if they are hungry enough, and a possibility of rogue factions within the forest. Some elves may just hate everyone in general.
Are we going there to pass through, or are we going to stay?
Well, your scrolls have told you to head there. I don't know what you'll find. I'm heading there to see if it is my next location for the next point that I need to do the ritual at. I've got plenty of time, but it's better to set it up now before I actually need it than to do it last minute. The joining of the planes is going to be a astronomical event that is going to bring the very fate of Nephallia to bear.
So camp and then the boarding setup.
Yes, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
No, that I have not even been given access to. The ways around their magics.
Well, I can't get lost unless by magic means, but since it's magic, then
Yes.
shit out of luck.
We will do our best, and hopefully we will find a patrol of elves to be able to talk to. We will figure it out as we go through the forest. Hopefully we don't have to interact with the elves too much. I think our main goal is to figure out why you are being brought there by the scrolls, and then to deal with what needs to be dealt with, and then move on.
The reason we were brought there is to help the elves.
Well, that is a possibility. As you were brought to the dwarves to help the dwarves, we may be going to the elves to help the elves.
Are there unicorns there?
Yes, though I doubt we will see one. Unless Elizabeth is that pure of heart. Or Reza. You are not a woman, nor are you pure of heart.
Like, is it just pure of heart, or do you have to be a virgin still?
Virgin does not matter, no. Pure of heart. A creature so entwined with good that the unicorn would be willing to interact with. Unicorns are fey creatures, and if you know anything about the fey, not even unicorns are safe to be around.
So, it's just a pony with a horn.
I highly doubt one would let you ride it,
Are
let
they-
alone interact with
Are
you.
they intelligent?
Yes, very. And they can speak. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to end the stream right before you guys get into the forest. Because if we go any further, it's going to be another 2 or 3 hours before we finish. So, this is a good place to stop. So, we're going to do what we do at the end of every stream. First, I'm going to give you guys experience for the boulet. 450 experience each. Hulk spelled backwards is going to give you another 450 experience. So a total of 900 experience given to you guys.
900 plus
Yep.
4,100. 5,093. I know, right?
So, after I've divvied out experience, I would like to go over, does anything warrant an inspiration point?
It's
No.
pretty uneventful, honestly.
Pretty uneventful? Haha. I don't think that warrants an inspiration.
That's nothing new.
Yeah, that's kind of normal. Maybe if you didn't die,
Yeah,
that would be
then
something
you
new.
get an inspiration.
Okay, are there any alignment shifts?
Not really. No alignment shift.
I think there's one alignment shift that I want to do, but I want to see if you guys get to that point.
What?
I want an alignment shift for Garnet.
4. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you said dispose of. Let me dispose of this filth.
Let me dispose of this, and Garnet was just like, "Yeah, we're gonna do a proper burial.
Yeah.
You guys are dicks." So, you guys agree here that Garnet should be getting a positive alignment shift. Lawful, I don't think so, but good, I think that's where we should go with this. I think I'm gonna do an alignment. Yeah. True. But not immediately. So I think this solely goes to Garnet getting the shift, and I think 15 points good is appropriate for the action taken.
Mm-hmm.
That way you're not shifting too far away from your apathetic